As the economy's gotten tighter and everybody's trying to save money, the companies have started making the toilet paper rolls narrower, and so this thing falls right out of here, so it doesn't hold. So I decided just to make a new one altogether. So today I'm going to work on building a new toilet paper holder for the cabin. I've got this piece of pine that's left over from when I made the sawbuck. It's just a pine log that I split in half with my chainsaw. And so I'm going to use this for most of the building material for this toilet paper holder. And then I found a small piece of pine, and I'm going to use that for the insert that goes through the center of the toilet paper to hold it in place. Okay, the first thing I've done is I've squared off the end, and then I've measured 5 inches here and another just a slight bit over 5 inches there. So these are going to form my 2 ears, and then I'll do the base, cut the base after that. Next, I've cut out a third 5-inch piece of log, which is going to be the back of the toilet paper holder, and kind of plow out the center a little bit so that it gives us a little more clearance for the toilet paper roll, and it won't be quite so bulky. Now I've got my back plate with this cut out. This will give a little bit extra meat on the side so that when I glue this it'll hold better. Put one hole here, and run one screw each way, and then that'll firm this up enough that I can measure for the holes for the dowel. So I've measured out 3.5 inches from the end of this and tried to center it, and that's where I'm going to drill my pilot hole for my toilet paper rod, and the same thing on the other side. And this is a 15/16. I'm going to turn this around so I don't blow it out. Now we have a hole to put our dowel for the toilet paper in. Okay, I'm just cleaning out the hole with a half round file. So I'm using a 1 1/4 inch paddle bit on the other side of the holder. I've got my basic unit built now. I've got a little bit of slop on this side, so it's easy to get out. This side on it is a little tight, so that it'll stick, so it won't fall out when you try to put a piece of toilet paper in there. I'm going to round off these corners, and then I get some sanding done. drilled a hole as a pilot hole for the screws, and I put the first one in and drilled it down into the meat of the back plate, and then I put this screw in here to hold it in place, and then I did the same thing with the other one. I just used I had to make sure that since there's only a half an inch here, that this hole had to be right dead center, a quarter inch, so that I wouldn't break through the meat and and damage the project. Got a little rain coming up here pretty quick. Last night after the storm blew in, I brought my project inside, and all I did to it was I used some Minwax clear wood finish and put a couple coats on it so that it would be easier to wipe off, and the moisture from the bathroom wouldn't have much an effect on it. Then I took this antler that I had laid around and drilled 2 holes in it, and then used these finish screws and drove those down in there, and screwed this onto the top. And then I also drilled 3 holes in the back of this thing to mount it to the wall, and this is the finished product. And there is the toilet paper holder in its final resting place.